Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine. Today our lecture on transportation in plants and animal. As you all know that transportation means transport of materials in plants and animals. There are two types of systems in plants and animals. In plants, there is a vascular system for the transport of materials, whereas in animals, there is a circulatory system for the transport of materials. The circulatory system is the one in which materials are transported, whereas the vascular system consists of xylem and phloem, and the xylem help in the transport of water and minerals, whereas the phloem helps in the transport of food which is synthesized in the leaves. Why we need the transport system? There is a question, why we need transport system? We need transport system to live. And the other thing, small organism, for every small organism such as amoeba or fungi, they are in close contact with their surrounding. These organisms are in close contact with their surrounding and exchange their material with the surrounding by the process of diffusion. And then next we will study about transportation of material in plant. Transportation of material in plant, as I have told you that xylem transport water and mineral with the help of roots to the plant in the leaves. And translocation is the transportation of food from leaf to other parts of the plant. What is translocation? As you all know that it is the transportation of food. It is the process for the transportation of food from the leaves to other parts of the plants. Sieve tube. The movement of material through phloem depends on the actions of the living cells, called sieve tubes. Sieve tubes or transportation of material, water and minerals. Transportation of water and minerals is take place with the help of roots. And which type of vascular tissue transport water and mineral? The answer is xylem. Xylem helps in the transport of water and minerals via roots. And transpiration is the process through which water constantly evaporates from the leaves of the plant to form water vapors, and this creates a pulling force. Transpiration is the process which creates a pulling force and causes more water to enter the roots, and it is simply pulled up via the water carrying vascular bundle tissues. And then the activity, as you all know that demonstration of transpiration is the process in which water constantly evaporates to form water vapors through the leaves, constantly evaporates through the leaves to form water vapors. And for this activity, first of all, we have to take a plant, potted plant, then cover half of the plant with polythene bag or polythene sheet, what you can take. Put a bell jar over the potted plant. Apply Vaseline on the rim of the jar. This will prevent air from entering the jar from outside. When you cover the potted plant with polythene, you can see that air will never enter into the plant. Then you can see the process of transpiration. The covered potted plant does not transpire properly, whereas the uncovered potted plant part transpire, and the pulling force was present in the uncovered potted plant part, whereas there is no pulling force in the covered potted plant part. After that, benefits of transpiration in plant. The first benefit was that it helps in the transport of water and mineral from the soil. As you all know now, transportation. The second benefit was that transpiration produces a cooling effect which protects delicate cells from being destroyed by sunlight. Okay, means transpiration produce cooling effect. And the exercise, check your progress. You have learned and now you are able to do your exercise as I have done for you. The transport in small organism takes place by the process of diffusion, as I have told you in today's lecture. The cooling effect in plant is produced by transpiration, as you have seen in the benefits. In plant, water is absorbed by roots and transported by vascular tissues, xylem, to other parts. Vascular tissues. In vascular tissues, which part? The xylem. Xylem to other parts. Okay. Absorbed by roots, water absorbed by roots and then transported via xylem to other parts. The raw material for photosynthesis is carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. All three materials are used for the process of photosynthesis. How does water move in plants? You can tell how does water moves in plant. So water moves in plant with the help of roots and xylem tissues. Inside plant, water moves via xylem tissues, while if we talk about absorption, then with the help of root, water is absorbed and move in the plant with the help of xylem. Thank you, students.